Last night we ended at that place where Narad Muni, he was telling most beautifully to whom? Can you remember? Who was he talking to? He was talking to Ved Vyasji. And Ved Vyasji was desirous of performing worship, tapasya. And Ved Vyasji was looking for an appropriate place to sit and to pray. If there is an appropriate place that you can choose in your home to pray, where will that be? Hello? If there is an appropriate place in your home where you can sit and pray, where will that be? Auntie Radhika, where will that be? She said anywhere. I didn't say fall asleep, you know. I said pray. Because we could sit and fall asleep anywhere. But where can we sit and feel comfortable enough to commune, to communicate with Bhagwan, with Paramatma? Our puja rooms are in the busiest part of the home, where everybody pass, they will see, they will hear. It is not secluded, it is not locked away anywhere. It is where everybody will see and disturb you when you're praying, isn't it? In the middle of the prayer, the pot chonke, char. In the middle of the prayer, the phone ring. The phone close to the murti, thinking one day Bhagwan will call you. You don't know if he is B-Mobile or Digicel. You don't need Wi-Fi to connect to Bhagwan. You don't need a phone to connect to Bhagwan. This might sound like a Shabda Sasi. You don't need Facebook to connect to Bhagwan. Or Messenger. The connection is always there. And we could connect with Bhagwan anytime we choose to. But how often do we connect to Bhagwan? How often do we choose to connect to Bhagwan? Vyasji, he's asking Narad Muni, and Narad Muni appeared out of nowhere. And he appeared in that time when Vyasji was confused. Have you ever heard? If God can't come, he will? Does he only send good people? Good people? Hello? Does he only send good people? Shake your head so. But sometimes the not so good people in your interpretation that comes, they come to teach you a lesson. They come to awaken you from the sleep that you're in. Vyasji now looks at Narad Muni and he says, "Oh Narad Muni, tell me. I came here with the intention of praying. But tell me, who should I pray to?" And Narad Muni begins to tell about something he heard of. Have you ever spoken or introduced somebody to something you only heard of? You never experienced, you never saw for yourself, you only heard of. But you're introducing others. Narad Muni, Yogi Raj Narad, he begins to tell. And what is he saying? Can you remember what he was saying? He was saying, this is what he was saying. Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hari, Narayan, Sri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hari, Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hari, Narayan, Sri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hari. Sing with me, everybody. Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hari, Narayan, Sri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hari. Narad Muni inquired. He says, Narad Muni is saying that one day Lord Brahma visited Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu was in great meditation. Narad Muni looked at Lord Vishnu, remember? He says you are Ajar, Amar, Sarvavyapak, Antaryami. You are omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. You are without beginning, you are without end, O Bhagavan Vishnu. And so you are in meditation. Who are you praying to? Ever saw somebody praying and after they were done, maybe husband saw the wife praying, and after she was done, you looked at her and you say, hey girl, what you pray for? Hope she don't answer. She was praying for lightning to strike you down. Don't depend on anybody to pray for you. You must pray for your. Say that. I must pray for my. I can't hear you. I must pray for my. Pray for yourself. Pave a way for mukti, for salvation, for your soul. Don't expect anybody to pray for you. You must pray for yourself. Bhagavan Vishnu says, he says, I was praying. And Brahmaji said, well, you're the God of the water, and you're the God who controls the sun, and you're the God who controls the moon, and you're that God who have all this power. And if you have so much power, then what is the need for you to pray? Isn't it strange? The person who has little or none prays to get. And the person who has plenty still pray to get. How much is enough? Can we ever have enough? Will we ever have enough? Can you remember in days gone by when a 25-cent coin was worth plenty money? Can you all remember that? Now when you see a 25 cents, you say, that thing only making noise in my bag. You're ready to give it away, isn't it? Can you remember when a dollar bill was plenty? A single dollar. Can you remember that? Can you remember when a $5 was plenty money? Can you remember when you had $20 you was rich? Can you remember? Can you remember when you had $100 you could buy all kind of thing and get plenty change? Can you remember? Now the $100 is like the 25 cents. The minute you use it, you know what happened? It's gone, it's done. Brahmaji is saying, you are this God of all this power and might. Then who are you praying to? And Lord Vishnu says, I was praying to that being who gives light to the sun, who gives light to the moon. I was praying to that being who creates the motion in the water. I was praying to that being. And so Lord Brahma, hearing this, he says, tell me, who are you praying to? And Lord Vishnu says, I was praying to Adi Shakti. Adi Shakti? Who is Adi Shakti? Husband, are you sitting next to your wife? Take a look at her. She is Adi Shakti. Seeing her? She is Adi Shakti. Papa, take a look at Mama. Adi Shakti. Look at your own wife. Nobody else. Adi Shakti. Then you'll really see Shakti if you look at somebody else. She's Adi Shakti Pa. And so now, Brahma becomes very inquisitive. He says, tell me, where is Adi Shakti found? Describe her to me. Describe her to me. And so Lord Brahma, he begins to listen. And Lord Vishnu begins to tell. What is he saying? Listen. He's asking, where is Adi Shakti? Where does she live? And Lord Vishnu says, she lives everywhere. She lives everywhere. And she can be found in everything. Adi Shakti. He says, describe her to me. Describe her to me. And so Bhagavan Vishnu says, she is pure energy. And Lord Vishnu is asking Lord Brahma, he says, what vessel can you use to contain energy? What vessel can you use to contain energy? Tonight, if I were to ask you, what vessel can you use to contain energy, what will you say? Energy has no beginning and energy has no end. Listen to what he's saying. Energy has no beginning and it has no end. There is no base and there is no top. It is just pure power. Have you ever noticed? The human mind has tried to create energy and has trapped energy in a battery. Think about a battery. But after a while, because of the energy that this little battery possesses, if it is not used properly, it explodes, it corrodes, and it disintegrates by it, for itself, and by itself. So too energy. He's saying, Lord Vishnu is saying, energy was created by itself. And so through that energy, all other things were created. All other things were created. And so, Lord Brahma hearing this, he becomes even more inquisitive. And now he's asking a next question. What is he asking? He inquires. He says, Adi Shakti, does she have any other name? Does she have any other name? Adi Shakti. How much names can one person have? Hello? How much titles and positions can one person hold? President, stand up. She is somebody's daughter. To her mother and father, she's a what? A child. Oh, I thought you say a baby. She's a child. To her siblings, brothers and sisters, who is she? To her husband, who is she? To her children, who is she? To the Ganesh Utsav Foundation, who is she? Who is she? In her work, who is she? At home, who is she? The boss. So, all of those names, all of those different titles given to that one being, does it change who she is? Does it change who she is? Any of those things change who she is? She has to function in every one of those capacities to the best of her ability. She has to be the best daughter. She has to be the best wife. She has to be the best sister. She has to be the best mother. She has to be the bestest president. She has to be the best at every position that she holds. But though the names are given to her and handles are placed behind her name, it doesn't change who she is. And so Lord Brahma is saying to Lord Vishnu, is she called by any other name? But is it that because she has another name means that she is not the same person? And so Lord Brahma, he listens. And Lord Vishnu says, one of her names is Ambika. And Lord Brahma says, Ambika? What is the meaning of that name Ambika? And so Lord Vishnu says, it means that she is the mother of the entire creation. Ambika means that she is the mother of the entire creation. Lord Brahma says, does she have any other name? And Lord Brahma hearing this next name, his eyebrows almost drop off. She is called Brahmadarini. She is named after me, he's asking. She is named after me. And me is the ego talking in Lord Brahma. It is not that she created him, because Brahma came through, we all came through the womb of a what? A mother, a Devi, isn't it? Lord Brahma says, she is named after me. Lord Vishnu says, no, you are named after. Lord Brahma sits, and sitting in awe, he says, tell me, does she have any other name? Anishwari is one of her names. meaning that she is invincible. Brahmadarini, meaning that she is the mother of the entire cosmos. Lord Brahma says, any other name? And Lord Vishnu wants to stop him from asking. So Lord Vishnu says, yes, there is another name. Let me tell you. And when he hears this name, just like you and I, when we hear the name, we become a little bit fearful. We become a little bit frightful. What name is he about to call? She is called by the name Mahakali. Mahakali. Anybody here afraid of Mahakali? Varsha, are you afraid of Mahakali? You're not afraid of Mahakali? But she has taken this form as Mahakali so that we will become fearful. She has taken this form so that we will become fearful. Because anytime there is fear and fear is instilled, then some kind of discipline will follow. Do you know that? Your mother holds the whip in her hand. What happens? What happens? Your mother looks at you with piercing eyes. What happens? Well, in 2023, you look at her and say, something in your eye. Huh? But in the day that I grew up in, you couldn't watch her back. You better start running. Huh? I always say, and I'm not afraid and ashamed to tell you, I didn't have nothing that I didn't get licks with. I get licks with everything, anything and everything that you could think about. But it is that that helped me to be who I am. It is that that helped me to polish myself. It is that that helped me to grow. Because there was discipline. It tells us. Brahmaji, hearing the name Mahakali, now quickly he wants to change the topic. Quickly, he wants to stop talking about Mahakali. And so he says, then tell me. Tell me more. I want to hear more about the Devi. Tell me more. Not about her form, but tell me more about her. I want you to tell me. And what he's saying. Auntie Angie, what is he saying? Listen to what he's saying. He says, different devatas were given credit in different kalpas. Kalpa means in different ages. Different devatas were given credit in different kalpas, in different ages for creation. In one creation, Lord Shiva was given credit. In one creation, Lord Vishnu, I was given credit. And in another creation, Lord Brahma, you were given credit. But though you were given credit, the credit did not belong to. It was only through Adi Shakti and her inspiration, creation happened. We like to take credit, isn't it? Somebody passed by the pot and they taste something that was cooked and you say, who cooked that? They say, well, tell me first how it tastes and then I can tell you. You had no input. But the minute they say good, you say, I do it. I cooked. And all you did was pass and turn. Huh? Have no clue what happened. But you take the credit for it. So too, Lord Vishnu is saying, though we were given the status of being the creators, we did not create. We only created through the Devi, Adi Shakti. And so Adi Shakti, she is the goddess of wisdom. Now hearing this, what will happen? Lord Brahma quickly asks. What is he asking? Listen. Durga Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Ambe Ma. Durga Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Ambe Ma. O Durga Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Ambe Ma. O Durga Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Ambe Ma. श्री परमात्मने नमः। आदि शक्ति का प्रथम रूप करने वाले, देखो मान का रूप करने, जिसमें का नाम क्या होते, नाम क्या होते हैं। दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे माँ। दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे।
Ambe Ma.
O Durga Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Ambe Ma.
Durga Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Ambe Ma.
He's asking now. He says, Adi Shakti, who has all of these names, who is power and energy that has no beginning and no end, tell me, which form did she take first? And what was the name of that form? Tell me. Which is the first form that the Devi took? And what was the name of that form? Anybody knows? Hello? Hello? Anybody knows? What is the first form she took? And what was the name of that form? So we listen to that tomorrow evening. Listen, he does. आदि शक्ति का प्रथम रूप करने वाले कौन है? नाम का स्मरण होते करने पत्थर का देने वाले श्री भगवती आदि शक्ति का पल अवतार होते करने वाले देखो और गुण का पवित्र देने होते भगवान ब्रह्मानी शक्ति का पत्नी ओह करने वाले सुरंजा का सृष्टि करने देवता है दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे माँ
दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे माँ
ओ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे माँ
दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे माँ.
He says the first form that she took, what was the name? No clue? Let's make a guess. What was the first name? Dan Paul? What was the first name? Mahatma? Huh? What was the first name? Parvati? What was the first name? Listen to what it says. The first name. Jai 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 Sri Saraswati Mata. Jai 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 Sri Saraswati Mata. Jai 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 Sri Radhika Ma. Jai 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 Sri Saraswati Mata. Jai 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 Sri Saraswati Mata. Lord Brahma is inquiring. Lord Brahma is inquiring, tell me the first name. And the first form that she took was Mata Saraswati. And Saraswati is the consort of Lord Brahma. He is inquiring, which form did she take first? And he is stunned to know. Husband, I want to tell you, you'll be stunned to know the power that your wife possesses. You'll be stunned to know about the Shakti, the energy that she has. You'll be stunned to know about her capabilities. You'll be stunned to know. Lord Brahma, hearing this, Lord Brahma falls to the ground. Saraswati, Devi, my wife, my consort. He's shocked. That's like me saying to Paki, Rukmin made roti. He'll faint away. Huh? Impossible. Impossible. Totally. Lord Brahma says, Saraswati, she was the first form. And hearing this, Lord Brahma becomes even more inquisitive. Tell me about Devi Saraswati. Why did she take this form? And now Lord Brahma is asking some kind of question that will make him feel a little bit bad. Why did she take this form as Saraswati? And listen to what it says. Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata. Jai 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 Shri Raatri Ma. Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata. Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata. परम शक्ति का सरस्वती का रूप करने वाले, देख और पवित्र का प्रकट होते करने वाले, देख और ब्रह्मधारिणी का मूल प्रकृति का शक्ति स्मरण होते, शक्ति का पट ब्रह्मा की पति का शक्ति करना होते करने वाले, देख और रक्षा का सृष्टि का ज्योति करने जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता। जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता। जय 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 श्री राधिका माँ। जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता। जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता। He's asking, why did she take the form of Saraswati first? And so Bhagwan Vishnu begins to laugh. He's thinking how to answer. He says, well, creation was dissolved, and so you were created to create. But because you had no clue of how to create, you had to get some help. You had no clue what to do. You were in total darkness. And so she appeared like a Jyoti. Jyoti means Jyoti means a light. You appeared like a light to bring intelligence, wisdom, so that you'll be able to create. Lord Brahma hearing that, Lord Brahma is wondering, so it is because of her I'm deemed to be intelligent, and so without her I'm called. The opposite of intelligent is what? The opposite of intelligent is what? Not who, what? There is a difference. Not who, what? And so she appeared like a Jyoti, like a light, to give you the inspiration and the wisdom to create. Lord Brahma hearing this, feeling inferior as it were, Lord Brahma started to smile. And smiling, he says, so she is powerful, she is mighty. And Lord Vishnu is asking, isn't she your consort? Why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me that? It is imperative upon every husband to tell his wife from time to time that she is beautiful. But you know when the wife hears that? Before the marriage. Before the marriage, all I seen is you in the ceiling, you know. I seen you in the ceiling fan spinning and my head getting dizzy. I seen you in the plate of food, you know. Ashish? My heart going only your name, Gututup, Gututup. And your name echoing from inside of here in my heart. Sleeping away with the phone. If I fall asleep, don't hang up. Listen to me snore. And today really have some kind of people who really have no life and nothing to do. So she or he will remain on the phone and listen to Whole night. I'm sorry for you if you expect that from me. I might start to snore first. Not only that, I am not good with the phone. You all know that? I am not very good with the phone. Anybody who knows me knows that about me. Chances are, I mightn't be able to answer. But if I do answer, I'm not staying on the phone for long. Isn't it? Before you don't talk, I gone. And then you call me back and you say, well, I didn't don't talk. I say, well, I don't hear you. I've reached to the age and I've reached to this point in my existence that I no longer want to hear about anybody or anything. I'm concerned about being the best version of myself. And the only way I could focus on being the best me is when I concentrate on me. When I think about myself. Not selfishly, but selflessly. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't love you. Doesn't mean I wouldn't care you. Doesn't mean I don't care for you. Doesn't mean any of those things. But it means that you have to do some of that for yourself too. Try to help yourself to be the best version of you. Not what somebody interprets you to be or expects you to be. I want to tell you, just in case you did not recognize us yet, you would never be able to live up to anybody else's expectation. They expect plenty from us when they give us little or nothing in return. Isn't it? It says, Lord Brahma, hearing this, Lord Brahma becomes even more inquisitive. And now he's asking our next question. What is he about to ask? Listen to what he's asking. Jai, 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 Shri Saraswati Mata. Jai, 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 Shri Saraswati Mata. Jai, 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 Jai Jai Shri Saraswati Mata. Sing with me everybody, let's sing. Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata. I want to hear them sing. Jai 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 Swati Mata. Sing with me. Jai Shri Sara Mata. Jai 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 Shri Rama Ratika Ma. Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata. One more time with all your love. Jai 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 Shri Swati Mata. Lord Brahma is asking, and tonight our Katha tells us finally, ब्रह्मादि शक्ति का स्वरूप करने वाले, देखो लोका प्रकट होते का मनुष्य रूप करने वाले, जिसमें का मृत्यु लोक स्मरण होते, जिसमें का शक्ति को अपने का रूप करने वाले, देखो और की भगवती माता का स्मरण आदि शक्ति का नाम करने. Now he's saying to Lord Vishnu, you have told me about the first form that she took in the heavens, and you told me about that name. Then tell me about the first form she took on the earth. Now tell me about that name, and tell me about that form, and tell me why did she take this form. And now asking like this, what will happen? Our Katha will tell us tomorrow evening.